a lot better than JFK. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, I'm thumbing through Instagram, and like he posts his water bottle, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool looking water bottle. So I go on Amazon, and I find out that it's double filtration. I am drinking some clean water, and it comes through a filter on my sink already, so 3 times filtered. Love this water bottle.
That you bought because of Sami Zayn.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Yes, as a carpenter.
children of all ages, welcome to That Rob Guy Conversations. This is episode 1. That is a tentative title. I am here with Brian H.
That's me.
Brian is a teacher, an artist, a runner, a lover of wrestling, comic books, video games, pop punk, and a very proud, well, somewhat proud cat dad.
No, I'm pretty proud. It's just I'm gonna break that one.
He does have a favorite.
Well, yeah, because I've had that cat since USF, so 4.5 years ago, almost 5. And she was a little pain in the ass when I first got her too. She used to be so much smaller and so much skinnier, and she would jump on everything. She would jump from the floor to the top of the refrigerator.
That's like
A pretty
almost
good
6 feet.
distance. Yeah, and like no problem. Now, her chunky ass over there is not jumping anything now. Like, you pick her up. It took me forever to finally accept that my cat is overweight. The girlfriend had to convince me, because at first I was like, oh, she's just
doesn't
fluffy.
seem that overweight.
No, she is.
For an
She's like
older
15
cat.
She's like 15 pounds.
Yeah, but she's thick. Big bones.
I just hope she doesn't end up like a Cinnamon cat. Cinnamon was this really huge chubby cat that my neighbors had when I was a little kid. And it couldn't walk properly. It would just kind of waddle down the hallway.
Did its belly rub on the floor?
Yeah.
That's sad. Wait, does
We don't talk about it.
okay.
We don't talk
we won't
about
bring
it.
that up. So we have the older cat,
That would be good old Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We have these two guys.
All right. Otis is the one with the kink in the tail. So his original name was Kink, but the girlfriend decided Otis is his name after Otis Redding.
Well, you don't want kids. Hey, Kink, come here, Kink.
I
What's your
know.
kink?
You're right.
It's a little
You're
weird.
right.
Here,
He's the
kinky,
one that likes.
kink,
He's
kink,
the one
kink.
that likes to pee on everything. I'm not okay with that. We're having.
It's a very dude
battle
thing to
right
do, though.
now. Yeah, it's just, it's not okay.
And these are little kittens, 2 little kittens.
Yeah, they're still really young. And Mona's floating around here somewhere.
She's right here.
All right, yeah,
She's laying down.
She's the most hyper one. Originally, she was like scared of everything, and then one day she just kind of blossomed into this obnoxious, in-your-face cat. And he kind of actually, he used to be the more outgoing one. So, a little bit
He
of a
hasn't
personality switch.
even tried to say hi to me yet. But anyway, so Brian, we have known each other for 8-ish years
Yeah, at least since the Obama
in
administration.
passing. I was actually in a bar at an MC Chris concert when Obama won at the Crowbar in Tampa.
Good old Crowbar. I like that place.
We met each other through mutual ex-girlfriends. Thank God.
Yeah.
And I whooped your ass in Street Fighter 4, if I remember correctly, the first time we met.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm still terrible at Street Fighter. I've gotten better, but I'm still awful. Like, I feel like every time I get better, everybody else just kind of got better along with me.
You can't play on the internet.
Yeah, really?
Every time you play a game on the internet, you're only playing against the top gun of that game,
True.
in my opinion.
I don't know. I've gotten some scrubs.
Oh, you'll get those. I mean, scrub or equal.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm a
'Cause-
dirty fighter.
I know
Fireball every time.
between like my group of people that I play video games with, like fighting games, 5 or 10 people. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm probably top 2. And I go online. I am in like getting my ass kicked constantly, where it's like I question, am I really this good outside of the internet?
I don't know. I was never really good in the arcade. I don't think I was ever really good at Street Fighter.
I don't really like arcade sticks.
Oh, I like arcade sticks.
You want one of
I
those?
like the whole arcade cabinet feel. Like, I like that, the whole tap, 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 tap.
I like the idea of it, but I don't like the practicality of it. I'd rather have a controller.
I do enjoy the aesthetic of it.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Like, I would love to have an arcade cabinet. Just
Oh, man.
one of those like multi-cades.
Like 96 on Flatbush Avenue at Marvel Comics, playing their Alpha cabinet. Just surrounded by Pogs.
Was that the one with the dual screen?
Yeah, surrounded
Yes.
by Pogs and old comics and Tom McFarlane action figures and just like...
The 90s. Yeah, that's kind of like where you got your flavor from. The 90s.
I think that's where we all did, at least if we grew up then.
Well, I mean, like the Todd McFarlane, like everything you just said. It was just...
Oh yeah, there was definitely like the 90s, definitely, especially in that period, you get encapsulated in like very specific things. And definitely like Street Fighter Alpha and Todd McFarlane, Spawn.
How do you feel about the new Spawn coming out? Jamie Foxx. Be honest.
Look, he says he says it's going to happen. If it happens,
No,
one
they
day I'll
signed
watch it.
Jamie Foxx.
That's
They're
fine.
doing it. It's happening.
They signed that one guy to play Gambit.
Oh yeah.
That's not happening.
Well, you know, shit.
Look, McFarlane's been saying he's going to make this movie for 10 years now. He's been saying about he's going to make this movie. 98 Spawn. I watched the other night. That was... Oof.
But for the I saw that one. I was
I saw it in
privy
the
to see
theaters.
that.
I
I was
remember
privy to
it.
see that, like, with my uncle who reviewed movies for like the Baltimore Sun. Shout out to him.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw it as a preview, and they got some like free shit and all this. It was awesome. I thought it was like a really good presentation of what could have happened then.
Yeah, 98.
It was pushing the limits of what
it
could have
was
done.
nice.
Yeah,
But
you look at
2018.
the special effects now. Yeah,
No. Oh my God, that wouldn't even pass for PlayStation. It wouldn't. It wouldn't even pass for a PlayStation 1 game now.
it looks really cheesy. I've watched it within the last year. I still love it though.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I do.
I mean, I counted down for that movie. I was excited for it.
So the new Spawn is supposed to be like, how did McFarlane put it? Like Paranormal Activity. You're not going to see Spawn that much.
Yeah. God,
Like
I
a
was
lot
reading
darker.
something about it the other day. Twitch. Twitch is supposed to be the main character.
Which was the cop?
Twitch was the skinny guy with the big glasses.
Yeah, the cop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam and Twitch.
Yeah, Sam.
Didn't read anything about Sam specifically. They said Twitch would be the main character, and it's like a crime drama, and Spawn's supposed to be like in the background, kind of like Jaws. He keeps comparing it to Jaws, so like I guess when you finally do see Spawn, it's supposed to be all horrific.
We're gonna need a bigger alley.
Oh, okay. Explain me something about the alley when Spawn was living there. Like he lived in the alley. Now, this alley was surrounded by two businesses, right?
Sure.
Or at the very least, two residences. Mm-hmm. No one in the entire time that Spawn's living there just was like, hey, what's going on here?
Well,
Because, like, I know homeless people traditionally like to move around.
right. Yeah.
They'll
Was
stay
it
in
the
one
same
space.
alley?
Yeah, it was. He claimed it as his turf.
He did have a throne.
Yeah, he didn't move that trash throne. So,
Yeah. Huh.
yeah. Just curious about that.
Maybe it was just, behind businesses that weren't businesses. Maybe they were like mafia fronts, like a shell.
Okay, then why
Like
is
mattress
he,
firms.
why
They were
would he
probably
be-
behind mattress
Okay, well
firms.
then why was he surprised? Did you say mattress firms?
Oh yes, I pay attention.
Oh God. All right. Okay. So the girl child, great girl, by the way. She has a theory about mattress firms being a front for like
Money laundering, and it's
Well, I looked into it. There's a perfectly logical reason why there's so many mattress firms. It's because Mattress Firm bought all their competition up. Bought Sleepy's and the other one.
yeah, but why
That's
are you
why.
paying to keep those businesses open? You're losing money by just paying mall rent.
Apparently, they don't cost that much money.
Yeah, because nobody's going into them.
And you do need to buy a mattress. Every 8 years, you're supposed to buy a mattress.
I think I'm at that 8-year mark.
I'm getting there.
I need to look into that.
I got about 2 more years, I think. Yeah, probably about 2 more years. I don't know. After 8 years, it's like all your skin and your sweat and your grossness and everything. It's just like all settled in. So it's time to get a new mattress.
You could have just left that as a unknown.
Oh, well, you know.
But I mean, now that everyone knows that.
It's more, you're armed with more information.
What if you wrap your bed in a plastic? Like a rubber sheet or something? For whatever reason, you would need that.
I mean, there's only one reason I can think you would have to do that. And I wouldn't imagine you'd have to do that all the time. Like, I don't think it has to be on there. Oh, man.
But, like, there'd be a layer somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. You're making me question things now.
That's what we're here for. What games are you playing right now?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Fallout Shelter.
The free thingy?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep them alive.
I
lost a ton of them.
Played it for like
now I got
an
my
hour.
count back up and something reasonable. So it's fun. It's fun enough. I got done with that Castlevania knockoff.
Curse of Blood.
Yeah, Curse of the Moon.
Curse of the Moon, yeah.
Yeah,
Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon.
That game was really fun. The Bloodstained name, I'm like, it's a bit aggressive. But, all right. You know, Castlevania was already taken. It is Castlevania. It's Castlevania.
Spiritual successor.
It's Castlevania.
It's a spiritual successor.
It's Castlevania 3.
Yeah. It was a good Castlevania, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Exactly.
I mean,
so is Curse of the Moon.
The one part where you're like jumping up and the blood is just like,
it's so...
I was like, hop, 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 just hop, hop. And finally I got like my Dracula guy filled up to 50. I got high enough that I was just like, I'm just going to bat my way up.
I think I did that once too.
I mean, I kind of have to. The last boss is kind of cheap. Just a little bit.
Where it tries to blow you off the edge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that. It took me a minute to figure out what to do when the big bomb thing happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I died a couple times.
I've died a few times. I really like that game, though, and I think I'm going to try to beat it on all its little modes.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the full PlayStation 4 version will be. Like with those kind of graphics.
Hey, all I know is that they are making a Switch one. So
right, you are a Switch kid.
I am a Switch kid. If it wasn't
Nintendo loyalist, I should have put that in the intro too.
If it wasn't for the Switch, I definitely would not participate in this generation because everything feels like it's just the same. Everything on PlayStation, it's like, it's just the same but slightly more advanced.
Well, I think, yeah, you're dealing with pretty much the same hardware, not the Switch, but Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, there's like not a whole lot of
creativity.
No.
And that's where Nintendo comes in.
That's exactly where Nintendo comes in. Nintendo comes in with their awesome portable system. I'm not really excited about Pokemon Go. You know, the big one that they have, Pikachu, Let's Go Pikachu, or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
I'm not a Pokemon guy.
I didn't play
myself.
Pokemon Go.
I'm like I think you and I are like just a couple years too old for that.
All right. I'll play the mainline one. I'll play that. But I'm not playing the Pokemon Go one.
But you just get to walk. It's just like that. You just walk around and play like Pokemon Go.
All right, here's the deal. Yeah, we're a little bit older for Pokemon.
I did play it on the phone for a good 2-3 months.
Yeah, I didn't. I couldn't get into that. But when the Game Boy games came out, I played an import one. So I was like 16.
What a nerd.
Yeah, I know. But it was fun. So technically, by that little bit, that little bit, I can at least claim that, like, I was down with it from the beginning. And plus, every like few generations, I play it just to see, like, what's happened.
It's still the same. Okay.
No, stuff's happened.
Prettier.
No, stuff has changed.
Yeah?
Yeah. You compare the original black and white game to, like, maybe definitely the last one. Light years difference. It's okay.
Yeah, I never felt the need to catch them all.
See,
it's not mine.
That sings
to
my
collector's
spirit. So
I collect too much shit to begin with. So
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut back. I have cut back a lot.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm just sitting on stuff now.
Significantly less wrestling figures?
I haven't bought one since November.
What was the last one you bought?
Balor and Mick Foley SummerSlams.
Okay.
2 of them.
Good choices.
Now I'm questioning myself because I don't think that was the last one.
Hey, at least you're not buying the
Maybe a Slaughter
wheelchair
Basin.
prop sets that they sell on Ringside Collectibles now.
No. I did want an
Even comes
authentic
with a neck
scale ring.
brace.
I could use a neck brace.
Would you actually get like the elite authentic ring?
I've thought about it, but it's just $100.
I mean, you could like set it up, set your figures up.
Right. And I do have a few that are open. For a while there, I was buying 2 of each.
Next thing you know, you're going to get into photography.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Maybe some stop motion. But then the podcast happens, whatever.
So close.
And then being a part of those groups online, I'm so glad I got out when I did.
Really?
Now I'm going to sit on it. Most of it, like 95% of it is in storage right now. I just want to sit on it for years and years and years until it's actually worth something. Because everybody got on it, and that whole market just took a dump.
Hey, CM Punk Bret Hart tights pop figure. I managed to nab a nice, I think like $120 off eBay for it. And I was like, I paid $10 for this. Thank you.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got a few pops. I never got into them, but they would just randomly appear in my life.
I think the only one I really care about now is my New York Rangers one.
It's
That's
just
the one I'm really
like
psyched
the
about.
pops are like just.
You know what? They're a little like statement about who I am as a person.
So, what does this Finn Balor pop over here say about you?
Oh man, Finn Balor is fucking awesome.
I have that one. I actually have the Chase version of that one.
I couldn't. Yeah, I was like, I'm not paying for the chase. I mean, I want the chase, but I'm not paying for it.
It came in some. I also had mail subscriptions to like wrestling crates and stuff.
You got sucked in.
I had 2 at once.
Here's the thing I can't figure out. Yeah, I love my New York Yankees, Mr. Potato Head. Love them. By the way, go Yankees. Second place, but it's only momentarily. We'll be back in first by about middle of next week. We're good. We're good. But Mr. Potato Head pretty much will make Mr. Potato Head for every sports franchise there is, except for one sport, hockey.
They don't make hockey
They don't
at
make
all?
hockey Mr. Potato Heads.
Well,
And it bothers me because you could easily. All you have to do is just give him like an old school hockey helmet. It's not like it has to be like a full-on helmet. It could be like a little one with a strap.
and there's not a knockoff because usually
No, there's
There'll
no
be a
knockoffs.
knockoff.
I've searched. I've scoured the internet. Not even Wish. By the way, all right.
there is some crap on that website.
Here's my question. On Facebook, you have that Wish app ad. It's consistent. It's always there. Have they offered you crack pipes yet?
Oh yeah, that was one of the first things I noticed.
All right. It's been sitting at
little,
crack
like,
pipes for a while right now, and I'm
Crack
like,
pipes, dildos, bootleg SD cards that I actually bought one of.
oh man, how'd it work out?
Well, here it was either a 500 gig or terabyte verbatim, quote
Yeah.
unquote, SD card, mini SD card that I was going to use for the Switch. And then the roommate got one too. He was the one that caused me to get one. He's like, yo, you should get one of these. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. It was only $5. I'm like, okay. People get stuff off of Wish all the time. I waited the month and a half for it to get here.
No, of course.
And
Pack mule.
yeah.
That's how I got it across.
And it's very clearly not verbatim. I mean, it says verbatim, kind of smudgedly. And you pop it in and it registers as 500, but it's not worth a fuck at all.
oh, okay.
It crashes and
I know, kind
all
of.
kinds of
It's
nonsense.
probably like at most maybe 3 gigabytes. Yeah.
you can put like some shit on there, but once you try to actually use it, it's
No, you don't want to fry your Switch out.
Yeah, I popped it out of there immediately.
Ugh.
I still haven't used the internal memory up on it, so.
I can't really like bring myself to ever buy anything off a Wish, much less a crack pipe.
That was my one foray into the whole Wish thing, but other people have been successful.
You hear the stories. I just don't know anyone that actually is.
It's just definitely, it's going to be bootleg of some sort. If you're okay with that, don't order clothing because it's going to be extra small because it's the Asian sizes.
Got to order up.
Yes, order up.
Significantly.
My dad bought me a jersey, which are usually run big, and that thing was like a medium, and I'm at least in double XL, triple XL. Yeah.
Yikes.
That was tight.
What was the team?
Oh, it was the all-black Terrell Suggs Ravens jersey. It was dope looking. Still hangs in my closet.
No one has to know.
Yeah, maybe one day. So you grew up in New York.
Yes.
How long were you there? What? Tell me about that.
Until 16.
So your formidable years were spent.
Oh, yeah. East New York, too. Like the really bad, cracky section.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me some stories.
When I was a little kid, our sandbox used to have, like, crack vials in it. And, like, what I would do is I would collect the caps of crack vials.
Like,
because
in a bag?
In my hand.
Oh, my God.
They were different colors. So, like, I was at that age where I was like, colors,
You didn't put any of them in your mouth, did you?
No. Oh, God, no.
I mean, did you know what the hell they were?
No, I thought they were like marbles. Or like
These are marbles that don't roll right.
No, I thought they were like remember the peg pieces that go in the Cars for Life, the game?
Yes.
That's what I thought they were. Just like really big versions of them.
Wow.
Then another time, me and my friend, we found a hypodermic needle.
That's always fun.
And we were going to sword fight until his
with just one? Or did you have two?
Yeah, just one. Until his mom saw us and freaked out. God, she snatched it so fast out of his hand. Yeah, it wasn't in my hand, thankfully. No, we were both idiots. But we were also like really little kids. Like our playground was like, up until like maybe 89 was like not a playground to go play in because like homeless people and crackheads and the occasional prostitute. Yeah. Yeah, somebody else's home. Stray dog occasionally.
Smell like shit and pee.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. Not always. But like right around 89, things kind of cleaned up a little bit. It was nicer to go outside.
Jeez. What else? I mean,
like what else?
There's got to be more stories if that's the opener.
No, oh man. I don't know what kind of stories you're looking for. Like the occasional, just like craziness.
When did you think your life was going to end?
One of those like the stories. First time? Oh, okay. That would probably be when my mom got like mugged when I was 5. That
with you?
Scary. Yeah, that was scary. This guy just like took her money. He was scary looking. Big. I don't know. I think he was like Vietnamese. He might have been Vietnamese. That's the one thing I remember.
Weapon involved?
Oh, yeah. Knife. Couldn't tell you what kind of knife, but a knife. I just remember like
that big, almost seems a little more scary than a gun sometimes.
Yeah, but I had a gun. I've had guns flashed at me.
Yeah, I've been mugged thrice.
I remember I got mugged one time when I was like 12 years old. I was coming back from Seatown, and I had a comic book, so I bought it Rite Aid.
Good old Rite Aid.
I know. Such a nerdy little hood ratty experience. But my buddy, he knocked over these kids' bikes in the cart lobby of Seatown, and they like what the fuck?
Just being a shit ass kid.
He did it by accident, but he knocked over like 6 bikes. So they were gonna kick our ass. Now here's the deal: I'm walking, not aware of any of this going on. I'm thinking like, oh, everything's nice and normal. Nope, he runs by. He's like, sorry, buddy. And I'm like,
wait, and like
what?
Cloud of dust.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what?
Might want to start running.
So I get cornered by like these 6 kids, and they're like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like legitimately, like what's
It's not
going
the
on
right
real
answer,
quick?
bro.
Yeah, they popped me in my mouth and they took my comics.
What'd they take? Do you remember what you had?
Oh, it was I know it was a Web of Spider-Man because Stephen Butler was drawing the Scarlet Spider at the time. So it definitely was a Clone Saga issue. Probably wasn't worth shit.
Well, are any of them now?
And fuck you for stealing it, asshole. But,
Take it. Go on.
Yeah, go ahead, take it.
Get on out of here.
Hope you enjoy it. Oh man. Oh, they took my milk too.
They took your milk.
Yeah, my mom was mad about the milk. I was mad about the comic books.
Like a gallon of milk?
Yeah.
So they're eating their cereal with your milk.
Oh, who knows? No, they probably splashed that shit in the street or something. They probably like
Just took it. Just
completely
'cause.
destroyed that gallon of milk.
That's pretty. That's pretty dastardly. though.
And I got punched in the face for it too. Like, that's bad enough. That was the first time I was like, man, I really wish I could live in New York.
So what caused you to move to Florida?
Oh, okay. Basically, I got chased by like a dude with a gun because I wouldn't stop to get robbed. They used to do this
Back
thing.
here.
They used to do this thing. You walk past some sketchy looking dude and be like, "Yo, son, you got a quarter?" And if you're a dumbass, I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, no problem."
The distraction.
Everything was going to get taken.
Yep.
Well, I was like, "Nope, not dealing with this," and I kept walking. Well, he didn't like that. He took that as disrespect, and he chased my ass
Wow.
all through Seatown. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. That was the straw I was like, "Yep, I'm leaving New York." So it's like
And
not worth it.
you've been down here ever since?
And then I moved back to New York when it got better.
When did it get better?
But then I moved back down here because of a girl.
The women.
The women. But probably it was best. It was the better decision at the time.
What are your thoughts on Florida?
It's hot. I mean, that goes without saying.
Well, yeah.
But it's all right.
It's really
it's
hot.
hot. But
It's
to
really
be
damn
fair,
hot.
like up north right now, like same exact time of the year, it's just as bad.
Well, it was like 113
if not worse.
there the other day.
It's fucking 113 degrees in Los Angeles. They're melting.
They don't even get rain.
Yeah, it's disgusting right now outside. So actually, Florida's not that bad. Like when you're outside, you're like, it could be worse.
What about like the people? The
people.
Florida vibe. How do you take it?
I don't know. I'm kind of mistrustful of people who are natives.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah. I really feel like,
It's a different breed.
yeah, it is. Like to have it in your, to have
almost like
Florida in your blood.
It's almost like you were born a carny,
Sometimes.
or I don't know.
Or at least your formative relatives that migrated to the state might have been carny.
Strong possibility of Kiz Arnie. Florida is. How about our drug problems that we have here?
Oh, you want me to crack jokes or be like my serious opinion on it?
Both. I mean, you have to.
I feel like
joke
I
at
feel like
some
I have
of
a, I feel like I have a perspective into it
Like,
because I see it like from so
All right,
many
here.
different angles.
how about the Florida man in general? Like, just the whole idea of a Florida man.
Oh yeah, oh man. Okay, it's fun. Here's the thing about Florida Man. Florida Man is a funny thing, but at the end of the day, Florida Man is just like,
It's true.
well, this is what this is what happens when you don't pay for mental health services in your state. Like people lose their mind and like do weird things, and it's out of the ordinary. So we're like, haha, it's Florida Man, but in reality, it's like, this guy's gonna keep doing stuff like this. It's just gonna lock him up. That's it.
Yeah. You're gonna put him away
He's gonna be back
for a little bit,
for a little bit.
and then you're just gonna kick him out.
Nah, well, it depends on what program he gets into. Some programs you can get a good like year and a half of like housing. God forbid you have to stay at Safe Harbor.
Well, yeah, when housing, but even those are just
Oh yeah, no.
like I for my job, I have to drop off packages at UPS's center over in Largo, which is right by the homeless camp there.
Okay.
Tent City thing.
Yeah.
And whoa, driving back down there is crazy. You see all walks of life. I actually ran into a lady that I used to see at my old job downtown, St. Pete, until they gentrified the area. And she had like tattoos all over her face, like very identifiable tattoos. And I'm like, holy crap, that's that chick. She's still alive. Cool.
Isn't it great when you see somebody seen on the streets for like a decade plus still kicking around?
It's insane though. That's a hard life.
Yeah, but at that point, I think it's preferred. Like, I don't think they really like know how to function within the confines of society.
And it's like the ones that you don't even see begging.
No, they're fine. They're not asking you for anything.
No, they're
living. There.
They're there doing what they need to do. And
freaks me out, man. There's this one homeless lady in Newport Richey. Her name's Main Street Mary. She walks all the way up US 19. She even walks all the way down into Pinellas County. I remember her back in the 90s, like dilly-dallying around there, seeing her. And like, she's been like that forever. She's still around to this day, 2018. She also has money.
Like money?
Yeah. Husband was rich.
But prefers to just
wanders the streets. Wow. She has like an envelope on money on her.
See, mental illness wasn't really a thing that I thought about much until I moved to Florida.
Really?
And then it just kind of shined a light on it to me that I just didn't think mental illness was that big of a problem.
Oh, no. It's a big problem. In Florida, it's like we get everybody, it feels like. But that's because Florida's a transient state.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best weather to live outside, I guess.
Is it, though?
I wouldn't want to do it. The mosquitoes are huge down here.
Yeah, if I had to live outside, like outdoors, I'm gonna pick Northern California.
Yeah, but it gets kind of cold there.
Yeah, but you know what? You can always bundle up.
You can always freeze too.
True, but I would imagine Northern California has a nice shelter program set up that I would take advantage of. See, I like to think that I have my all my mental faculties with me while I'm on the street. That would like.
Well, how long would those last though?
I don't know.
Because just being out there.
Oh yeah, it's so much different.
Your mentality is going to change.
Dangers and stress, everyday stress.
It's like you kind of. Why isn't there? No, I know why there isn't, but like I'm surprised there isn't a TV show following a homeless person around.
Because, well, first off, it'd be exploitive.
Well, you'd be paying them.
I don't know, but it would be all right.
Okay,
they're getting paid, but it'd be exploitive. Like we'd be watching someone like be homeless.
Follow them around for a month, homeless.
Okay.
Put them in rehab, get them off the streets for another month or whatever. Follow them then.
I don't know. That's an interesting prospect for a show.
I feel like
it's too much exploitation.
Is it true exploitation if you're trying to help them though? And then use that as a cautionary tale for others.
Okay. Here's an example of what you're talking about. You remember that guy that they found like begging for change on the corner? And they were like, hey, say this radio call name. And he did it. And turns out like he had this great voice.
Oh, yeah.
And then they gave him, a job, propped him up, cleaned him up. You know what ended up happening?
He's back on the streets.
Back on the streets.
Just because they left him the fuck alone and gave him money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need counseling and...
It's a big investment.
That's why you have a TV show.
I don't know. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not saying inherently it's a bad idea. I'm not comfortable with it.
We'll knock the logistics out later.
Yeah.
Comic books.
All right, comic books.
Who's your go-to?
Nobody anymore.
I mean, back in the day.
Back in the day? Oh, man. Grant Morrison.
It's Byron.
This freaking Superman. All-Star Superman, Grant Morrison.
Oh, Grant Morrison.
Yeah, this All-Star Superman. It's like my favorite Superman.
You're a Superman guy.
Oh, yeah.
I could never... My thing about Superman is he really doesn't have a weakness besides kryptonite, but he can do everything.
Yeah, but he can't do everything. Like, he can't, like, go all out. If he punched somebody in the head, like, full force, just no restraint, like, ugh, gross. It would be gross.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
He has to show restraint. Like, he can't.
He has everyone's power.
But he has to control himself.
That makes
Also,
no
you know,
sense.
he's a nice look. Here's the deal about Superman. He's just basically a nice Jewish. He's just a nice Jewish boy.
Living on the farm.
That's why us Jews like Superman.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you your Superman.
You know, it's like it's the thing us Jews got, man. We created Superman. That's ours. That's our claim to fame.
What was the last comic book you were into?
Demo. Yeah, Demo. Demo was the one I read every issue of. But that's because it was an anthology. So, like, each issue was like a single story.
Right.
So it didn't matter. It didn't matter what order I read them in, and I didn't have to get too invested.
Good. No giant story arcs where you have to buy 40 different comic books.
So that's why I don't read comics anymore. I don't want to get too invested in something. And I'm like, when I was a kid, this could have been told in 4 issues. You guys decided to take up an entire line. Like,
so is that the problem now, or?
Yeah, but when you talk to fans, some of them are like, "Oh, I like the really detailed, long, drawn-out stories. You know, it's like a graphic novel." But when I was a kid,
I do not see any graphic novels on these shelves.
all the all the big comic book storylines, they were told in like 4 issues. You know, like I think the largest one I ever read when I was a kid was Maximum Carnage, and that was 12 issues.
Yeah.
And that was all the Spider-Man titles over the course of 3 months, bookended by Spider-Man Unlimiteds. And that felt like that was too much.
There were so many comics in the 90s. Like, comic books had comic books.
Oh, yeah.
The Avengers was a comic book. Everyone in the Avengers had their own comic book.
Yeah, except the Avengers weren't really that popular.
Right.
That was a really down time for them. It was X-Men. I used to read so many X-Men books.
X-Force.
Yeah.
Strife.
Yeah, they ended up never... Whatever happened to Strife?
It's best that he stayed in the 90s. He wouldn't make it into the
Yeah, but what
world.
was his deal?
I'm not really sure.
I mean, I know he was a Cable clone, or Cable was a clone of him. One or the other.
Something
Either
like
way,
that.
they both looked alike. They both have flashy eyes.
Which was important.
Well, yeah. It's how Layfield could, like, you know... I don't know, show expression.
Have you seen the new Deadpool?
Yeah, it was really good.
I haven't seen it yet, but
I liked it.
Did they do Cable justice?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
The best they could do with that concept.
Yeah?
Because how are you? All right, here's the.
How do you do that?
How do you do Cable? How do you try to explain Cable to somebody?
Yeah,
well,
that
he's the
doesn't-
child of Cyclops and Jean Grey.
From the future.
No, he's not the
Oh,
child
no.
of Cyclops and Jean Grey. He's the child of Cyclops and Madeline Pryor, who is the clone of Jean Grey. But he might be the clone of the child of Cyclops and Madeline Pryor, who is the clone of Jean Grey. Madeline Pryor also became a demon queen. That's why she's not around.
It's a weird time.
Oh, God, it was a terrible time. No, you know what? That's the golden age, though. When I was a kid and I talked to, like, the older guys in the comic shop, they were always like, oh, the 80s and the 70s, that was the time for X-Men. And, like, I read that stuff, I'm like, yeah, all right,
boring.
it's good, but, man, that's Cable stories convoluted. So Deadpool 2 did a great job. They didn't take him seriously.
Well, the 90s was like the anti-hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
for
like,
sure.
you got to have that, like, he's good, but he has this bad side. And
Remember Shadowhawk?
oh, jeez.
Shadowhawk had HIV.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
He was a black district attorney.
And that
with
was a
HIV.
thing. That was like a big thing.
Yeah.
I think that's why I bought that.
What do you think the bigger part of the story was? That he was black or that he had HIV? Because I remember it was a big deal when he took his mask off. Because it was like, oh, who's Shadowhawk?
What did you know first then?
I'm pretty sure you knew about the HIV first.
And those are just shameless ways to sell comics too, though.
I don't know. I think it was Jim Valentino trying to be like
Progressive.
Yeah, because Valentino is a progressive guy, so that would make sense. I don't know. He was trying to make a Batman for the new millennium, even though the millennium was still like good 7 years away. The most disturbing thing was that he broke backs. Even as a kid, I was like, if you play, it's really like a harsh thing to do to somebody, like break their back.
He's got a suit for that.
It's true. And then there was Hawk Shadow, who is a racist.
Wait.
Yeah, Hawk Shadow.
I hope I'm not getting Shadow Hawk and Hawk Shadow.
Hawk Shadow was basically the same costume, but like kind of a bloodish orange.
Okay, yeah.
And his shtick was he was racist and homophobic.
I think I was out of it by then.
Oh, this was like 4 issues deep. Shadowhawk didn't last long.
Right, I got.
Thanks to you remember the bundles of comics you could buy at like the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
You could get like 10 issues for like $1, $2.
Just randomness.
Well, I would buy those, and because of that, I ended up with a full run of Shadowhawk.
That's kind of cool.
I thought I was going to pay for college. I didn't pay for a goddamn thing.
I ended up giving all my comic books away when I moved down to Florida.
Yeah, I gave all my comics to
2 or 3 boxes.
Alan. Yeah, I gave away a lot of comics. If I got dollar value for what I paid,
oh yeah,
I'd be all right. If I got what they're worth, I mean, maybe $56 is $56 at this point.
I had Spawn 1 through at least 150 in there.
I don't know. The only comics I still have are my autographed ones and my copy of Passover.
Laheim.
Passover is a vengeful Jew superhero. Yeah. Yeah, somebody gave it to me for Easter.
What's his power?
God,
what's his stick?
Like strength and a giant axe.
I was thinking like a.
I'm just thinking. If I remember, his power set is pretty much whatever you need it to be. It was that weird time with Maximum Press when they were Liefeld was putting like Jesus and Santa Claus against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember those. Like
Yeah.
up there on the top rack.
Evangelina, I think, was the hero. Yeah. Oh man, that's Passover is a spinoff of Evangelina and Glory.
Nice.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, this is the character from this one book. And
was
like,
it a one-off or?
Yeah, they're all one shots. I don't think he could stay focused to write an entire series, which is probably for the best. Because the one issues that he writes for him, they're trash. If you read anything Liefeld did from Extreme or Maximum Press or Awesome or any of the litany of companies that he had.
Yeah, just like one issue here.
I'm sorry, studios. Or as I like to call them, tax shelters.
His fucking bedroom.
God, ever since Deadpool became successful in the theater, he's just like, that's my guy. All over Instagram, every 5 seconds. I'm just out here in Hollywood making deals, because of the success of Deadpool. It's like, dude, Deadpool was a ripoff of Deathstroke. Not to be comic nerd, but he was. Even like if you had like kind of a peripheral knowledge of comics at the time, especially if you were a reader, you read Teen Titans and you read New Mutants because that was like the kids' teen books. Deadpool's Deathstroke. It just is.
Yeah. But
and like everything that makes Deadpool a great character that people love came from everyone else. Liefeld had nothing to do with any of that. Not even a little bit. Like you read his first appearance, he's just a straight up mercenary. Picture Snake Eyes if he talked.
Right. But everything evolves.
Yeah, it has
It's got to
nothing
start
to do
somewhere.
with Liefeld,
It's got to start somewhere.
Nothing to do with Liefeld.
It's all about contracts.
Either ways, I just wish he'd pipe up a little bit.
Pipe down.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Shut the fuck up. Running. When I think running, I think of you.
Yeah.
Because you're always, you used to always talk about it.
I still do. I mean, I try to I've been really bad about it like last year and a half for various reasons, mostly work. You'd be surprised how tiring teaching is. So
why run though?
It's fun. Just going down the road, putting down the street. You're just like,
You're saying going out there and running in this barely breathable weather.
Right now, it's not. Right now, this isn't bad weather for running. This is actually pretty good weather for running. It's not humid.
Depends on what part of the day it is.
Do not go out between
2
o'clock and 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's like 1:30. It's like 1:30 to like 4:30. It's like I've done that, and I've done it without like sunscreen. That's the worst.
Isn't that like better for your cardio though? Because you're pumping more. Says the guy who doesn't exercise.
No, because you're gonna get heat stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah. No matter how much cardio you get, heat stroke. A good time to run is like before sunset, before sunrise. So I've ran at like 4:30 in the morning, over by Clearwater, like over by the hospital. It's when the coyotes are out.
I have seen a few coyotes around here.
They're definitely more scared of you than they are of us. But I still am just
which is
like,
a good thing.
Yeah, but I'm still like, there's 3 of you, there's 1 of me.
Yeah, you guys.
I know how this story. I know how this story might end.
Not trying to be on the news tonight.
Oh man,
that would be a Florida man thing.
That would be a Florida man thing. I'd like to think I could fight a coyote off though.
A coyote.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not
break
2.
His jaw. Just snap it right in half.
I can get one.
L it out. Is there really a runner's high?
Yeah.
Where do you get it? Is there like a mile? Is there like, do you get it at the same time every run?
It depends. It depends on how fast I'm running, but usually about a good 25 to 30 minutes in.
How long do you
for me
usually
at
run?
least?
Or try to run?
I'll go for usually I'll try to aim. All right. Ideally, I aim for 6 miles. It's about an hour. It's an hour out of my day.
Oof.
Yeah. Just putting away. Happy as I can be.
And what do you like? You're a city runner. Where we go?
Man.
Is it the same route?
No. Lately, I'll run the Pinellas Trail all the way through like Clearwater. Sometimes I'll go up like to Bel Air Bluffs.
Right.
Take that causeway. Sometimes I'll head towards the Walmart in US 19. I'll just run those streets, run around the neighborhood.
Run them streets, son.
If I run out from my laundry room all the way down 4th out to West Bay, and then up Missouri. Yeah, I think it was Missouri, and just basically do a big circle of the block, like the city block. It's like 3 miles.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're like all dialed in with
got
your
my,
GPS coordinates and
which is also my step counter. And today I have done 8,115 steps, so I'm under what I should be for the day because they set my goal at 9,025. Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, it's because I'm an overachiever.
It's good to overachieve at something.
I guess. I'm in such miserable shape right now.
You look good, kid. You look good.
No, I definitely put on like the Teacher 15.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Teach English.
Yes.
To middle school?
Formerly dropout prevention. Next year, apparently, I'll be teaching middle school. Knock on wood.
Not looking forward to that.
I don't know.
It's a new experience.
Oh no, it's not a new experience. I taught middle school at Azalea, but that was reading, and I was a sub, so that was an entirely different experience. Middle schoolers they're interesting because they're everything. Like, remember when we were like middle schoolers that age? All that nonsense.
There was a lot of nonsense.
There was a lot of nonsense.
And it was like 50,000 miles an hour.
I feel so bad for the adults in our lives back then. Having to take all that in. All of it. And poor Mr. Rollins, no wonder he like drank. Oh man. I always wondered why he was such an angry person all the time. And I'm like, no, I get it. I get why Mr. Rollins was angry.
Are you teaching to make a difference? Are you teaching for a paycheck? Are you teaching because you think this is what you need to be doing?
Teaching, well, the paycheck is decent. You have to do it. All right, here's the deal. You're definitely teaching if you're trying to make a difference. Because like you can't get
spark.
through. Yeah, you really can't get through the day, no matter the paycheck, if you're not trying to make a difference. Because it's a difficult job, and you have to have a passion.
But I've seen have your summers off. How can it be difficult? You have 3 months off.
Oh, summers are no. Okay, here's the deal. Summers
you only
are good.
work for 6 hours a day. Just that.
Hey, summers are great. The vacation time is great. Here's the deal. A lot of teachers do not take the 12-month pay option.
I was going to ask this
when they sign their contracts. So when summertime comes, they're
broke.
Scrambling for work, or they're broke. So there's a price you pay for it. But all right, you want to hang out with our youth during peak growth and changes in hormones and intellect and everything. Oh, the body odor sometimes. Be my guest. We need more teachers. Go do it. Go do it. Because we need more teachers. But holy smokes, man, they will push you. Picture having your all right. Most parents, they have a kid. They have a teenager. Imagine having 125 teenagers that you got to worry about and educate. You got to worry about them.
What size is your classroom?
Okay. At Dropout Prevention, I was really lucky, so my classroom sizes were small. But Florida State does allow it to high school class to be up to 35 kids per class.
That was my graduating class.
Times 7.
My graduating class was 35 people.
Private school?
Private school, yeah. The old Baptist school.
All right. Yeah, you don't get that in public school.
That's insane.
You got 35 kids in your graduating class at public school. Chances are you went to
Bump up.
Dropout Prevention, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Went to a smaller school, smaller place.
What's dropout prevention? You said that's like before you were teaching. You were
dropout prevention is when kids kind of screw up at their old school for whatever reason. I don't judge. I've heard all sorts of stories though, and basically it's like, hey, this is your last ditch effort. So they come to dropout prevention and they try to recover those credits. Dropout prevention programs usually have like an 18 or a 24 credit program. And most kids take the 18 credits because 18 credits is easier to earn. And they graduate. They can graduate their old high school. They can walk the stage. Basically it's getting kids to graduate. Most kids just need to get out of high school.
But, I mean, it's not like something they go and stay there.
Yeah, they stay there.
Oh,
I had one student. He was there ever since he was a freshman. And he was like a junior. So, all 4 years of high school.
What's your favorite lesson plan?
What's my favorite lesson plan?
Or a thing to teach about?
I really enjoyed teaching about the Harlem Renaissance this year. Yeah, that was fun because I got to cover like art, music, and poetry. So the kids were not as into it, but I was really into it. They were surprisingly offended by the term Negro.
I could see that.
Yeah, it kind of baffled me. Like, I understand why, but I was just like, guys, it's something that's easily explainable. But they'd be like, oh, it's racist. No, it's really not.
It's thin ice.
It's not.
And, well, today's society.
Look, here's the deal. Here's the deal. You're not going to call someone that word in today's society, but, like, it's not a racial slur.
It's a descriptor?
I guess. I don't know. No one uses it. You know what? Okay. Oh my God. They use weird. Oh, kids use weird words these days. And I'm just like, where did you learn this? There's a rap song and it has a specific racial slur that's like real old timey. And one of my students was like calling his friend that. And I was like, I poked my head up. I'm like, where did you learn that word? And he's like, oh, I learned it from this song. And I'm like, stop saying it. He's like, what? I'm like, it's really racist. How do you know?
What's the word?
Because my racist grandma used to say it. I'm not saying it. Not saying it out loud because like it does naturally offend me, but I will.
Typing. Type. Oh.
Right?
Jay-Z uses that.
No. He does use the first half of it, but the second half of it is something that my racist Irish Catholic grandmother would say.
Yeah.
Oh man,
great grandfather.
old-timey racist from, like, post-depression.
I can see how a kid would know that word, though.
Yeah, apparently Kodak Black.
Is he still alive?
I think he's in jail. Last time I think he's in jail because I saw a free Kodak, like, on Twitter 2 days ago.
Free Kodak.
Free Kodak. I'm like, all right.
Have any of your students ever pulled any pranks on you?
One time a kid tried to steal my cell phone. Does that count as a prank?
Well, robbery, but we could go there.
Oh, man, no, we're not going to go there. That kid was... But, yeah. I mean, yeah, but, like, none of them ever got anywhere far to, like, be like, we got you, Mr. Ace. And I would just be like, really?
So you would catch them in the act.
They're not good. They're not good at pranks because I don't know. I think they try to be too elaborate in what they're trying to do instead of looking for something that's practical and will actually, like, get the job done. We
had a teacher in high school where we would unscrew the light bulb in the projector every freaking class. He would never catch on.
I had a kid. Apparently there's an app on your cell phone you can download for the smart boards that will control them.
Yeah.
I did not know this. But he did.
With an IR blaster on your phone, yeah.
Oh, man, I was so...
How long did it take to figure that one out?
Oh, man. It took a while. Because he was trying to be all smooth and slick, but he was a common troublemaker, so it was like, of course you would do this. But I admit it, he got me with that one. That's probably the biggest prank that's ever been pulled on me.
That's a good one, though.
Oh, man, it made me so mad. Because I knew what he was doing. I figured it out. I was like, oh, it's your cell phone. But, like, due to the rules of the county, I can't go and snatch the kid's cell phone. Much as I would love to.
Yeah, there's not, like, a blocker you can put up for that.
Oh, I already asked about, like, getting, like, signal jammers.
They're like, nope, not in the
illegal.
Budget. Not in the budget.
Not even in the budget. It's, like, straight up illegal.
So, are the kids today, are they any worse than we were?
They film you, so yes.
They film you?
Yeah, they want to. Oh, man, they'll try to break you.
You don't think we were trying to do the same thing, though?
No, because we didn't have cameras. No. You can objectively say our generation is different from this generation because we did not have half of the stuff that they have right now. The worst we would do in class is sleep in class. That's the worst. What's worse than that you could do, honestly? Like, if you didn't want to do the work, teacher wasn't going to bust your chops. Put your head down, you're good to go.
There were kids in my class fingering each other.
You know what?
Let's see.
Here's
this is Baptist school.
Here's the deal, buddy. Odds are that stuff was happening. Like, I get it. But, like, I don't focus on it, all right? You apparently focused on it.
Well, I mean... Okay.
Also, I don't like thinking about students having...
Yeah, I can understand that's sex. A little weird. But I don't know. I just think the youth are at fault for having the ability to have more information at the grasp of their fingertips.
They're so sloppy with it.
Yeah, but they're also young.
Yeah, they're so sloppy with it.
We would have been sloppy with it too if we had it.
Yeah, of course, but they're different. This generation.
Are there still spitballs in school, like with the old?
No, but they still throw pencils up in the ceiling.
All right, at least they're still doing that.
You know, like Snapchat,
like rubber bands and shit, shooting people with rubber bands, paper airplanes. Paper airplanes.
No, rubber bands are kind of a luxury.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have access to like rubber bands.
What?
Budget cuts, man.
Wow.
I know.
Bring your own rubber bands.
Yeah, except I'm not.
We're just going to go
because then they're going to take them to make rubber band balls.
Yeah, I feel you. How about challenges? What kind of challenges do you face as a teacher? Trying to get the best that you can out of these students.
Yeah, and not to screw them up too much. I feel like a lot of my students already come to me kind of wounded, broken, screwed up. So, like, my job is to not, like, make that worse. You know? I have to be very sensitive with things.
Well, You said your job is trying to not make it worse. Wasn't your job to make it better, though?
Well,
not better.
Define better. Define better.
To give them the tools to make their situation better. The education.
I do my best to give them those tools.
It's up to them to pick it up.
It's up to them to pick it up, and there's kind of a mistrust because like already the adults in their lives kind of screwed them over. So really, what I'm selling is like,
And this is even just with English.
Yeah. Well, especially with English, they don't
like.
They feel they do not need it. They do. They just feel like they don't. They don't understand yet why they need it.
Are we still breaking down sentences and stuff and like adjectives, adverbs?
We have to.
Yeah?
Have to. They don't understand it.
I don't understand it.
What don't you understand?
Check it out. Just yesterday, actually, I found out your Google Assistant will play Mad Libs with you.
Yeah.
And I'm playing it with a roommate, and I had to ask it, like, okay, what's the adjective, what's the adverb, and all this? I know what a noun is.
Yeah.
But, like, some of the, I had to ask. I couldn't remember.
Okay. Well, in all fairness, no one's going to remember all these little things. Even as an English teacher, I still have to look some stuff up. But they don't get, the simple parts of sentences, like subject, noun.
Okay.
And that's scary. Like high school students, that's scary because they're going out into the real world and they think, I'll never have to write. Well, yeah, you do. When you get a job, if it's a respectable job, you're going to want a raise. What do you always usually have to do when you request a raise?
Proposal.
Yep. These kids cannot write proposals. And that's basic. That's basic.
Right.
I hope they pick it up.
But
over time, but I try my best to help them out. But
so you are still diagramming sentences and stuff.
To get them to write a paragraph is really difficult. Spelling and grammar, atrocious.
That's the world we live in, though. Everything.
I know.
Spell checks everything. Yeah. But even then, it's kind of iffy sometimes.
Oh, even then. Oh, man. I mean, look at our current president. They pour over his tweets. Do they pour? Do they pour over your tweets? Or pour I
have no money.
No, not that.
Oh.
Not in your skin. Your pores.
Your pores, skin pores.
He is not a particularly
educated.
He really should not tweet.
Yes.
Not to get political, but just it would behoove him very, very, very much.
But I think that's part of the mysticism and appeal of this one. For the longest time, I was thinking, hey, this is only going to be 4 years. I'm not really thinking that anymore.
Man, say what you want about Obama, but at least the man, his Twitter was boring.
He had one?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was boring. Obama was a very boring president in hindsight.
He kept it low key.
Yes. This one, oh man. What's it going to be? World War III? Trade war? Possible Civil War?
No, that was supposed to start on the 4th.
Yeah, I know.
I have the documents.
I doubt you would ever have anything like a Civil War again, but
it'd be so impossible just because of the magnitude of the military.
Yeah, I hate when people are like, well, let's fight tyranny. It's no, dude, seriously, the military will destroy you. They just will.
Unfortunately.
Oh, man. 4 more years, right? No, not 4 more years. We only have...
I don't know, man.
2 years. No. I don't see him getting reelected.
I didn't either until recently. Until the last couple months.
Why do you say that? Now, I ask this because you're not the first person to say it, so I'm just kind of curious why people think
it just seems like he's doing just enough.
Of what? Making everything awful?
No. He's doing just enough to have the exact same vote as last time. Saying that everybody that voted for him last time is still going to vote for him. Everybody that voted against him is going to vote against him.
Okay, but the 3 places that he won, the three swings, it was one of them was Michigan. They're suffering now. They're paying for it. Those are the 3 places that they're going to pay for it, and they are paying for it now. He's not going to get those next time.
Unless he swoops in right at the last second.
To do what? Miraculously make coal the standard source of energy? because that's how you're going to help West Virginia.
He
and
might
that's
replace
never
those
happening again.
Flint, Michigan water lines for all you know.
All right, great. Job well done. That should have been done
Years ago.
years ago.
Years ago.
Yeah, I'm not even pointing fingers at that anymore. That should have been fixed so long ago.
But it's still a thing.
I know.
And it's how?
Well, look at Puerto Rico.
Look at it while you can.
It's a U.S. territory, and we have left it to dry.
Fuck them. Yeah, fuck you guys.
Really?
There's honestly, there is no hope for Puerto Rico.
Oh, I know. Now.
Yeah. Like, hurricane season just started. And less than half of that place has power.
I know. Ugh. That's scary.
Art.
Yeah.
You like to draw.
Yes.
Just draw, paint.
Yeah, I paint.
What guys?
I'm not as good a painter, though.
What sparked that? How long have you been doing it?
Probably Star Wars and Star Wars, because I remember the first thing I remember drawing that I was like, oh, I did this was Darth Vader. And it was a terrible Darth Vader. Like, it was all like little kid bubbly.
Bubbly Darth Vader?
Yeah, all right. You know when you're like a little kid, you don't really know how to do anatomy and proportions.
Right.
So like one arm would be kind of like, "Rrr."
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. But really enjoyed drawing that lightsaber.
So you just...
Oh yeah, it was a total visual thing.
So did you ever take any, like, classes or anything? Or
I mean, yeah, I took like your standard art classes
But-
all through like
nothing...
elementary and middle school. I mean, I took art classes too in college, but nothing insane, because when I took art classes, I was constantly being told what I was doing wrong.
Oh, lovely.
And I didn't really it didn't bother me as much, except this one lady kept going, you gotta lose your lines. And it's like, yeah, but I'm not trying to lose the lines. Like, she wanted me to like blend everything in, and like, I like making things stand out.
Right.
So
The detail.
yeah,
Contrast.
we butted heads over this one, and she was a good teacher though. The class though, the critiques, there was always that one kid going, well, you could have done this, and it's like,
It's all relative.
could have.
Yeah. That's like, I used to draw a lot as middle school, high school, till I got into a band. Then I ended up doing like the web page and just kind of got lost. And every now and then I'll doodle, but you've managed to keep it up. Is it like a Zen thing?
Yes, at this point, completely. Like, I know there's no future in it. No one's gonna pay me to draw wrestlers or Spider-Man. I mean, it'd be cool if they did, but I don't have the work ethic for it. I could never make a comic book because I cannot sit 8 hours working on the same piece.
You draw every day though.
I draw every day, but
That's like your hashtag, draw every day.
well, yeah, but that's where the Zen thing comes from. Like, I do it to get better. Like, right now I'm working on this. I can already tell you what I hate about it,
Spider-Man.
but I wanted to see if I could do it that way. So, we'll see what happens. I know I messed that leg up already.
There's hope. There's hope.
There's hope. There's hope.
It's only blue lines now.
Yeah.
Except for the head.
And thankfully, blue lines don't really pick up on copy machines and photos.
Is that why they do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you don't go behind that and erase all that? I never got like that hardcore.
Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. Most of the time I'm just like, I'm happy the way it looks. Like, literally nobody's going to pay for it, so whatever.
It's just going to be in this folder for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Here's what I'll do. I'll bring it in a class, especially with like my middle schoolers, because they think, oh my God, like,
That's
I'm like
dope.
king shit.
Do you draw
because
on
I
like
can draw.
the board?
Yeah. Like, they're like, oh, can you teach me that? And like, I try to teach these kids this stuff, and they want me to teach them how I do it, when really all I can do is say, do this. However you do it, just do that every day. That's the thing kids don't get, is you got to do it every day, and you have to do it. Just do it.
Your way.
I mean, you can use the way I do it as like a guide, but don't copy it, because number one, you're probably going to be better than me, so just do it every day.
As a child, I was given How to Draw the Marvel Way.
Oh yeah, everybody got that book.
It was, I couldn't set forth to do it.
It's okay, I refuse to believe that you needed to use the skeletons forever.
Yeah.
I would constantly freehand stuff. And then well until like my mid-20s, I was like, I mean, well, if it works, it works. So I started doing it the Marvel way. And it does work. It's just you have to go back and clean stuff up. But that's why you use the blue. Because eventually, if you're working in blue, you can do like the outlines in it, and then do the pencils in lead, and then it'll cover up nicely. Or you can just go straight to inks. But yeah, the Marvel Wave totally works.
I might have to dig it out of storage.
Have to. It works at the very very least for like perspective, which is obnoxious.
Very much.
Oh yeah.
Let's wrap this up with some wrestling.
All right.
You are a wrestling fan.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Thoughts on wrestling now?
Okay. Jeez, we probably should have started off with this. All right. Thoughts on wrestling now. The product, the individual wrestlers, never has there been a better lineup of like just purely talented guys for like whatever you want. Whether you want comedy, you want spots, you want a work rate, you want somebody who's big and like, ugh.
So there is a place for comedy wrestling?
Oh,
and
absolutely.
dick wrestling?
There has to be. There has to be. Comedy wrestling is great. I mean, come on, Being the Elite. It's literally my favorite thing on YouTube.
I wish they had better sound.
I know, but you know
leveling.
what? They're doing the best that they can, and they're doing a good job. Plus,
yeah, it's good.
Bucks are fantastic. Yes. Like, there's a place in wrestling for literally everything. And the talent right now, especially in WWE, like, you have no reason to complain about the talent. It's there. They have almost
what
everyone.
they do with it.
The writing sucks. And it's
too many
weird that I
people.
have to say the writing sucks in what's supposed to be a sport.
Sports
I
entertainment.
shouldn't care about the writing. Like,
Sports entertainment.
you know why I like New Japan? Because it's treated kind of like an actual sport.
Yeah, like
But it's not a sport. That's Vince's fault. The minute
Well-
he made it stop seeming like a sport,
it was to get his ass
don't
out
have
of a
to-
lot of fires.
I know, but now it's like no one really takes it seriously because you told us it's not real. The Japanese didn't do it. The Japanese are just like, hey, wrestling's not real.
Over there.
Like, they still just like, whatever, just they still watch it. And they don't acknowledge that it's fake. We know it's fake. You can't throw a guy into the ropes. It's not.
Have them bounce back.
Try grabbing a guy off the street and just going,
Ring.
and see what happens. He's gonna move like, and then turn around and clock you, or you're just gonna like topple over him. Talent's great. Storylines suck.
What
I
got
don't
you
like
in?
storylines.
What got you into watching wrestling? I'm assuming it's from a child.
Yeah. Channel 9 in New York. Was it Channel 9? I don't think it was Fox 5 yet. I'm pretty sure it was Channel 9. It was whatever happened, whatever Piper's Pit had Hulk Hogan. Like,
I love that you can pinpoint it to an actual event. I can also do this.
getting the claws on his chest.
Uh-huh.
That's the clearest, earliest wrestling memory I have.
Awesome.
And then like, I wasn't a Hulk Hogan fan though. I thought it was awesome. The guy who was going, I was like, that guy's awesome. Ooh, Macho Man was awesome. Hulk Hogan was a douchebag. Like, even as a little kid, I was like, this guy's no.
How does it feel looking back now on like those Macho Man promos?
Knowing he was coked
Knowing
up.
that he was,
Coked
all of
up.
them were just out their minds.
All of them were just,
And you ate that shit up as a kid.
yeah, with a spoon. Ultimate Warrior. Oh my God. Do you ever watch the old videos of Ultimate Warrior saying they're really like homophobic and
Oh, yeah.
pretty much racist?
He's a weird cat, man. He's got his cells tattooed on him twice.
I know. But you know what? He's dead now. Can't speak ill about the dead.
Mm-hmm. He's got his own award. So, your favorite company to watch, I'm assuming, is New Japan.
Right now, yeah. Easily. I don't have a whole lot of access to it, so basically it's whatever they toss up on YouTube, which I appreciate. But it's where the good wrestling is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
strong
good
stuff.
wrestling in WWE, just not all the time. It's not consistent.
My favorites are like New Japan, Progress. I really love Progress. Lucha Underground's pretty good too.
Yeah, but
I haven't watched the new season.
New season.
Really?
Yeah,
That
production value went down a lot.
Darn.
Yeah.
I haven't had the opportunity yet to watch any of it.
They do acknowledge, like, I think the Impact stuff.
Yeah,
but
there's
it's
a working
like an
relationship
alternate
now.
universe. Yeah,
that's
so like
kinda cool.
what Pentagon's doing in Impact, it's an alternate universe. It's Pentagon, but it's alternate universe.
It's not Pentagon Black. Yeah, he's Pentagon
Exactly.
Black, and yeah, that's Pentagon is like the most.
He's crazy.
He's a polarizing figure right now for me.
Think so?
Since he's showed up on the scene, because like there's no, he doesn't fit in anywhere but an independent kind of thing. I
mean, yeah, he can't do the death matches in WWE.
Right. He's a good wrestler outside of that too.
But I feel like he shouldn't have to do death matches anymore.
How do you feel about death matches? Me and the slow burn guys. It's hard to watch them.
Yeah, all right.
I was
Ask
into him as a
19-year-old
kid.
Me, I would eat him up with a spoon.
Yeah, the backyard wrestling
37-year-old
tapes.
me, no.
Because you care more about your body.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, I know, like,
And,
they're
like-
just developing brains.
Yeah, and
Like, nope,
they really do have families.
it's a bad idea. Don't do this. Your mom, she
But-
might be a crackhead, but she loves you.
There isn't a day that goes by that you don't see some crazy spot on
I know.
Facebook. And you're like, Jesus.
I mean,
Like the tournament of death. from
Oh, yeah,
this
that's
past,
trash.
This past tournament of death was insane. They had a trampoline of barbed wire
why?
for YouTube. I mean, they can't get. How much are they actually getting paid to do that?
Oh,
It's insane.
they're probably paying them.
Hot dogs and handshakes.
Hey, man, as long as it's a Nathan's.
You got anything else?
Nah, I
No?
think that's good.
You want to plug anything? Your social media or say anything else?
Yeah, I have my Twitter, which is I think it's Future Hockey Dad.
Future Hockey Dad. That sounds right, I think.
Yeah, let me double check. I'm pretty sure. Like, all my social media is at Future Hockey Dad.
And you put pictures up there at for all your art and stuff. It's really cool.
no.
Check it out.
Hey, my Twitter is at Brian Haston 80. Future Hockey Dad.
Is your name?
Yeah, that's the user.
They can find you either way.
You can find me either way. I mean, if you go on my Twitter, at the very least, you'll get like my nuggets of humor. My Instagram is mostly art, so yeah, follow that. Get that follower count up
Hell yeah.
so I can get sponsors.
Brian, it's been a pleasure.
Rob, it's been great, man.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Later.
Later.
Much.
This has been a TRGPN production.